What it do, YouTube? I am here. It is your boy Chris Keon. I am so excited to bring you new information. Today we got a state of the game released by our friends at Crystal Dynamics about the Avengers game. Also, we were able to talk directly to Phil and Andy, the PR team, and someone from Square Enix today in a live stream on Twitch. So make sure you follow Crystal Dynamics Twitch. It was awesome. Even Lejeune showed up at the end. So many things were answered. So many things were put to rest. Some things might have more questions about, and today in this video we're gonna go over them, and I even have exclusive footage from Phil and Andy discussing some things for the future of the game. Now, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. My analytics tell me that 98% of you guys love the videos, but also you guys have not hit the subscribe. Subscribing helps the channel so much, so please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to Hulk smash that like button. Now let's get right into the video. First thing first, we're going to talk about, you need to log in between October 22nd and November 5th to receive 1,500 credits, 700 units, and 250 upgrade modules and 20 DNA keys with a Sarah Garza inspired nameplate. This is their way of saying thank you for sticking with the game. We appreciate you, we love you, we hear your feedback. Speaking of feedback, they're finally answering our prayers, y'all. They are finally listening to us and answering our prayers. Coming to the system is a ping system. You guys know I said this way back. You watched the video, it got a couple thousand views, you loved it, and here we are again. Finally, our answers are being freaking answered. I don't know what to say. I'm so excited. Now, going forward, they didn't give us a release date, but they said they are going to release a function for us to command the AI companions to hack terminals, open doors, go after enemy crates, go after enemies in crates. Pretty awesome. Also, they're going to give us an ability to replay the campaign. This is the option to reset the campaign and play it with your current hero's level and gear. Also, high contrast mode. Some of you wanted accessibility features that allow you to make solid darkened veils behind the text to improve readability, which is really true. Sometimes the text is hard to see, so now they're going to do that. Also, icon of visibility for your heroes. An option to adjust the display of identifying icons above the hero's head to be by default are dynamic, so we can know where our heroes are all the time when you're playing with AI companions, or if your teammates are halfway across the map trying to show you something. Also, they're going to give us mission reward clarity. Improve clarity around mission specific rewards when they review it in on the world table. This will allow us to have more strategic take on missions to meet the current goals and speak out specific gear and resources that we want. Like, you're not going to get this from this. Okay, cool. If I'm not going to get any kind of upgrade modules, then I won't do this mission today. If that's your grind, now you have time to plan your grind. That's huge. Now, they also said they're going to give us enemy indicators for off-screen and range enemy attacks, because, you know, sometimes them things come out of nowhere, or there be patched in the wall somewhere, tearing you up, and you're like, what is going on? What is this clipping? They also talked about areas of impact that they want to adjust. For PC users, they're working with NVIDIA to get a DLSS in there, which can improve the frame rate, maintaining high quality visuals. I'm an AMD guy, and I actually play on PlayStation, so it doesn't really matter to me. But playing on PlayStation, I'm thinking about my PS5 is coming soon. What happens then? Don't wait. Coming soon, I'm going to answer that question for you. Multiplayer matchmaking improvements, they said. They're also going to improve that to the point where they expanded a power level matching system. So you won't be a 140 match with a 79 or something like that. They're going to try to make it make sense. Rewards, they're also going to, and patching that, but we also know that they're going to give us rewards. Later on, like in the late game content they're talking about, that's where the exiles are going to come in, from your Tachyon Rifts, from your Mega Hives, from your AIM Secret Lab. And yes, they actually talk about the AIM Secret Lab in this game state of game and in the stream. So what they say is, for the AIM Secret Lab, is that it's going to be classified as an Omega level threat. In the upcoming weeks, we're going to actually get our hands on it. It's going to be a huge mission. Well, we already know a little bit about this because some leaks, and there was actually a person that was able to play it for some weird reason. It showed up out of nowhere. But we do know that it has to be played with cooperative. So that's probably why they're adding in the AI improvements, so those of us who play by ourselves and not online with other people, we can have our AIs help us do these objectives, which is completely huge in my opinion. But they also talk about Substation Zero and Tachyons. I don't need to go over that. I already did a video about that yesterday, doing gameplay, which you see on the screen currently right now. Now, here's the thing we're all been biting, chomping at the bits for. Kate Bishop and Clint Barton. What is happening with these two? When are we getting Clint Bishop and Clint Barton? Well, not in this month. It's not coming in October. Just gonna be completely honest with you. And they actually addressed that, and they even said they know we're hungry for new content. And they're like, hey, look, and just to paraphrase it, they say, man, they know we want it, and that's why they're giving us Tachyon Rifts now, and they want to give us a secret lab soon. But they also know that it's really important to do this right, have the game a way that we can play it. So they're not coming out in October, and in November they're going to address it in their next war table. So the war table is coming in November. Also, I mentioned earlier, PS5 is done. The new Xbox and the new PS5, we're not getting it until 2021. Clearly, that makes sense. They literally had to reship, repackage, and repatch the damn game. So it makes sense that we're not actually getting it. Now, they didn't reship it, but it feels like they did, honestly. So we're not getting the game. That does suck. I was looking forward to playing it on my PS5. It was going to be a huge game not played, but it means I'm still just going to play it on my PS4 instead. You know, did really want Cade and Clint this month. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I didn't. We all wanted Cade and Clint this month. I'm a huge fucking Hawkeye fan. So I was like, yo, Hawkeye has always been one of my favorite Avengers. He's dope. I would love to see Hawkeye in the game. And I got close to it soon. But with everything that's happened, it's understandable. They even go us too far to send us a letter, and I'm going to read it verbatim. This was written by Scot Amos, the studio head of Crystal Dynamics. You see, I did a video not too long ago, a couple days ago, about Scott. Scott's at it again. He said, I'd like to end this State of the Game update with a heartfelt note to you, our fans. Reflecting on the past year and the isolated global climate that's come with it, the superhero stories feel more important than ever. On an individual level, superheroes inspire us to dig deep and get back up after being knocked down. For a societal perspective, they illustrate how our differences enrich communities big and small. In our nearly 30-year history, Crystal Dynamics has never shipped a game under conditions like these, from working at home to avoiding a pandemic, to some of us evacuating said homes to stay safe from wildfires. While the challenges 2020 has surfaced at are many, it is also installed to strengthen us to reassemble a team divided by geography and life circumstances, come back together united by a mission to do right by you. This is in part why we have taken our responsibility, developing a Marvel's Avengers so seriously. It's our opportunity to pass on that core hero spirit of heart and hope, connect with you, friends near and far, and inspire you to plant your feet against the sea of adversity and say, no, you move. Marvel Avengers is far more than a game to us, and you are far more than its players. You are our superheroes. We may be apart, but we're all in this together. And that was a closing statement from the State of the Game. I'm not going to pretend, guys. That's pretty dope. Everything they put in this whole blog is pretty dope. There is some stuff that's a disappointment, but it's literally makes sense. And when you hear it from Phil, it's on you to decide now if you're going to stick with it going forward or not. I'm personally going to stay with it. I like the game. The game is fun. Tachyon Rifts does add new shit to do. And I'm not even done with the current shit I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the game still has a life. And if you feel that you want more, then that's understandable. But you cannot say the current working project is not enjoyable. And they are putting so much effort into this game to get you a better project. You can disagree with me now that if it's worth it now, you can disagree with me and I will hold that up for you. But if you don't give this game a couple months, I don't know what to tell you. Because I believe it's going to work out. Now, with that being said, I told you guys I was going to give you stuff straight from the horse's mouth. I was going to give you content directly from the live stream. I am not a freaking liar, okay? I am not a liar. So right now, I'm going to give you content directly from Phil and Andy at Crystal Dynamics.
We can. So that's the goal, really. But we always prioritize bugs, quality of life issues that are really critical. So sometimes that moves things around. And it's worth mentioning too, like the difference between content like Tachyon Rifts and just things like Secret Lab or New Villains is that sometimes it's easier to have people work on things that can layer on the existing game versus people that work on completely new things. So we kind of mix our efforts between that so that we can keep content going all the time.
Now, in reference, the question was asked about adding new content to the game. That was the response, and here's an even clearer version of it. One where you can get more of a full viewpoint, so to speak.
A roadmap as soon as we can. So that's the goal, really. But we always prioritize bugs, quality of life issues that are really critical. So sometimes that moves things around. And it's worth mentioning too, like the difference between content like Tachyon Rifts and just things like Secret Lab or New Villains is that sometimes it's easier to have people work on things that can layer on the existing game versus people that work on completely new things. So we kind of mix our efforts between that so that we can keep content going all the time.
There you have it.
Makes sense.
So, there it is. From Phil, from Andy, from Scott, from Crystal Dynamics. They're trying to deliver us the game that we want, the game that we deserve. And it's not easy with everything that's going on. And I know, as gamers, we're like, we pay so much money for games. Like, this was $60. This is a full price game. What are you gonna give us? You know what? Like what? We want more. We want what we were promised. And it's not. They're not saying it's not coming. They're just saying it's been difficult. And realistically, it has been difficult. They're people. They have lives just like we got lives. They have family just like we got family. I know sometimes we want to sit here and be like, well, you had all this time to do this and that. Did they? Did they really have all this time to do this and that? Do you think they had the same equipment at home that they had at work? I'm mad ever since you start the damn game up, it don't break the goddamn console. At this point in time, after talking to them, seeing their response. Oh, I was also told to talk about how Phil and Andy need to show their face more. So Phil and Andy, show your face more. You hear me? People want to see it. Show your face more. I'm sticking with Avengers. I'm going to play Avengers, and I'm going to stay playing Avengers like I've already have, and I'm still Team Avengers. And you make the decision for yourself. It should be a you thing. But I hope to see you in the Secret Lab, whenever that is. Now, you know what to do. Have a good day. All right.